Happy Mother's Day to you all. It's so wonderful talking about Shankara, and the reading was his love for mother and how that Brahmagyani, always established in non-dual Brahman, was bereft of a trace of ignorance, how he remembered the mother's milk that he had in his childhood. So, how mother is great, he also writes the poems like Gatistvam Tameka Bhavani. O Mother of the Universe, there is no other way than surrendering to you. I am insignificant, you are the all in all. Love for mother in all these highest persons, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, all this exemplary of this, having so much of renunciation, given up everything in their life, no desire for anything, name, fame, this creature comfort, pleasure, nothing is there, but love for their mother never went from their life. Swami Vivekananda renounced the world, but his love for mother was always there, and a feeling in his heart that he couldn't do enough for his mother, whom he had to leave with when his brothers were young, and for the greater cause. But that thing he always remembered, and when he went back from United States after working here so hard, he tried to complement that, fulfill that thing, whatever he had missed, to serve his mother as much as a sannyasi could do. Shankaracharya, you see, flouting all the rules of monks, how Shankara could come at the time of end and perform the obsequious rites to his mother, which was not prevalent. That is the love for mother that is shown by even these great Brahmagyanis who know that this world is just like a dream, just like a play. So there is no substantial reality, but their love for mother is always there. Shankara often says, Nadvaitam Guruna Saha. There is Advaita in everything. Everything is one. But when it comes to Guru, they cannot say he is as great as me or he is equal to me. Guru is Guru. With Guru there is no Advaita. There will be difference. Similarly, with mother, there is no dream. There is not saying that it's unreal. How could you survive? How could you get this knowledge of Brahman if mother was not there? How could you be born if mother was not there? So that gratitude for mother is seen in all these great places. Sri Ramakrishna tried to settle himself in Vrindavan, and he said everything was set, room was set, what he will do was set. He had no attachment for anything, and he said, no, I will not go back to Dakshineshwar. Dakshineshwar, Mother Kali, Dakshineshwar devotees, friends, Kamatpur nearby, nothing could bring him back. Someone reminded, what about mother? Isn't she there? Mother, yes, she is there. So he gave up everything of Vrindavan and came back with the group to Dakshineshwar because mother was living there. So this thing about mother reminds us, and so it's beautiful to talk about Shankaracharya on this Mother's Day. Shankaracharya Janmatithi is just 3 days ahead of today. It's on 15th of May this year. It varies according to the lunar calendar. This year it's on 15th of May. The Shankara journey. So we're thought of talking about spiritual discipline according to Shankara. The truth about us is that we are the children of immortal bliss, pure and perfect. But the problem is we don't feel practically at all like that. We rather feel ourselves to be miserable, incompetent, weak, impure, and are always fearful. But the greatest fear is fear of death. Where is that immortality? Where is that bliss? Nothing ever touches us. So, this spiritual practice, this perfection of this purity which is our true nature, is covered by layers of veils of ignorance and impurity, as if the bright sun shining in the sky is hidden by the dark clouds. Spiritual discipline is the process of removing the clouds so that sun, which is ever shining, bright, is revealed to its natural glory. Why is this discipline so necessary? Because the spirituality of true religion cannot be attained otherwise. It cannot be attained by rituals, by progeny, or wealth, or by learning, by intellect. Nothing cannot remove this cloud of ignorance and reveal that who I am, where is the bliss, why I forget that joy, why I am fearful of death. Scriptures say you are immortal, you are blissful, why I feel miserable. So to remove that veil of ignorance, this misunderstanding of myself, we need spiritual practice. So there are spiritual practices, spiritual discipline described by all the prophets, by scriptures. That is the purpose of scripture. What is the purpose of scripture? Whole Gita, what does it say? When it describes about the Brahman, when it describes about the Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, what is the real purpose of the Gita? It just wants us to remove the covering and so that we understand our true nature and we live in bliss without any fear. Fearless, free, blissful. Here is the message. That is the message of the Gita. Sri Ramakrishna says, Gita, message of the Gita can be concised in one word, and that is just reverse the word Gita to Tagi. Just be detached, renounce. Just what renouncing what? Renounce that you are the sense that you are weak. Renounce the sense that you are impure. Renounce the sense that you will die. This is all misconception. That's what is called delusion. Unreal. That I am going to die, I am miserable, I am imperfect, I am weak. Read the message and various ways so. In the Gita, mostly it is said, worship me, come to me, think of me, manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru, mame vaishyasi yuk satyamte pratijane priyosime. You are dear to me, you will definitely come to me. Who is that me? That is that reality. That is that bliss. You will be able to understand who you are. When we reach God, we understand by removing all our delusion. What you need to do, Sri Krishna says, Manmana bhava, think of me. Manmana bhava, mad bhakto bhava, be my devotee. Madhyaji, worship, sacrifice for me. Whatever you do for me. Madhyaji, mam namaskuru. And come and bow down to me. Think who I am. By this process, what will happen, Lord? Oh, you will come to me. I say the truth. You are dear to me. One who practices is dear to Lord. One who doesn't practice, is he not dear to Lord? Of course he is dear to Lord. The thing is, we all are very dear to Lord. But have you made the Lord our dearest one? That is the challenge. When Sri Krishna says, De bhakta atimame priyaha, those devotees are really very dear to me. It means that those who really love God and come to God, do everything for God, they make God their very dear. Otherwise, we are all children of God. God has to love us. Mother's Day, who is that mother? Sri Ramakrishna says, oh, this mother who gave us birth are the symbol of that divine mother who creates the whole universe. That mother, divine mother, manifests in our mother. And what the God would do to us, everything that mother does. From nurturing in our womb, then when we are born helpless, then doing everything for her growth, sacrificing her life, her sleep, her food, her whole soul gets focused on us so that we grow, we live, we become bigger. She does everything for our joy and survival. Isn't that God's word? That's what God does to all of us. Whole is creation because God is the mother of this creation, of this universe. So today, Mother's Day, we remember the Supreme Mother, the Mahamaya, and see that is God. Now to talk about Shankara's ideas about spiritual discipline. So Shankara accepts both Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. Two words come about highest reality. highest reality according to Vedas is that it is. How is that? Is it very loving, kind, blissful, Satchidananda? The highest reality is described as it is indescribable. You cannot say anything about that. It is without any quality. Nirguna nirakara. Neither it has form, shape, name, quality, nothing it has. Neither it is loving nor it is cursing. Nothing it has. Then what it is? It is. Always existence. That also our thought in present state. When we say Satchidananda, Brahman is Satchidananda, it's existence, it is knowledge, it is bliss absolute, that is also qualifying on that which cannot be qualified. So Nirguna Brahma is devoid of any quality. Shankara's highest God is that. Ultimate reality. How it is? How it will describe? Oh, it is indescribable. Then what is my relation with it? Oh, you have to reach there. You can reach there. You can be that Nirguna Brahma. Shankara will go further. He says, no, you don't have to be that. You have to only understand that you are that. Tattvamasi. You are that Nirguna Brahman. Indestructible, unborn, and ever present. That you are. That is Nirguna Brahma. Shankara said that. But it is not that he denies anything else. Saguna Brahma is another. That ultimate reality appears as Saguna Brahma. What is Saguna Brahma? That ultimate reality having some qualities. Now this ultimate non-qualified reality is thought of having qualities. That is called Saguna Brahma. Saguna Brahman may be of two types. Saguna Sakara or Saguna Nirakara. Saguna Nirakara qualities, but we don't think that it has any form. So what are the qualities it has? Qualities of creation. He is the creator of this universe. And when we are created, we are in the level of a creature, then we have to see someone is there who has created this universe. The creation says there is creator. When you deny the creation, then there is no creator. Otherwise, when you live in the creation, then there is the creator. That is Saguna Brahma. And what is that? That is ever existent, never created, and that is full of knowledge, absolute knowledge. That is Chit. Satchidananda Chit is that. Sat is ever existing, never created, never dying, never diminishing, as it is for how long? For eternity. Never ending. Time comes and goes. The creation comes and goes. Sons are born and they die. But that reality never changes, never dies, never diminishes, never transforms. There is not the slightest change in that. And that is not only knowledge, that is also love absolute, bliss absolute, joy absolute. That is called Saguna Nirakara Brahman. And then with these three basic qualities, then other qualities are added. That he is very caring, very loving, kind, compassionate, all powerful. He is all powerful, not that compassionate doesn't have any power. You have a lot of feeling in the heart, but have no money in the pocket to help others. It's not like that. God can help. God can give us whatever we seek. So he is all powerful. That is Saguna Nirakara. Then Saguna Sakara, what about can I touch God? Can I see God? When you say it's formless, I cannot see anything that has no form. So I can just think of Him. But can I? That also sometimes you don't feel like, you feel like seeing that being. So loving, it loves us so much. It's our creator, it's our mother. Mother always hiding in another room. My heart just pants. Soul just hungers to see my mother. Can I see that God? So yes, that Saguna Nirakara Brahman can become Saguna Sakara. He can assume a form and come to you in the form that you like. Whatever you want to see God. You want to see God as wonderful face, beaming with joy, all the beauty, so handsome, playing wonderful flute and sweetest nature. Sri Krishna comes. You want to see Him sitting in the Mahayoga, free from ignorance, deepest meditation, wearing all sorts of things that people don't like, and caring nothing about the world and its pleasures and its name and fame and wealth and anything. Nothing he cares. He is always established in bliss. He comes in front of you in the form of Shiva. Meditating and deep meditation, Mahayogi. Not simple yogi, Mahayogi. He comes in the form of Shiva. You are in trouble, you want someone to protect you, big problem going on, you want some power from God. Not in meditation, not the sweetest person. You want someone who will really come with you and will remove all your problems of your life. She comes in the form of Kali. With the sword comes in the form of Durga. Mother comes who will protect you, remove all your difficulties of your life. God coming. So God is so compassionate. He has to be. Someone told to Sri Ramakrishna that God is so compassionate. Sri Ramakrishna, how compassionate? Oh, He gives us life, He protects us, He gives us food, and He gives us air to breathe, and we live in this world because of God's compassion. God said that is not God's compassion, that's God's duty. How duty? And God is our mother. If God doesn't give that much to us, who will take our care? If you do not take care of your child, your neighbor will come and take care. You have to take care. That's your parent, your parents. You have to take care of yourself. That's simple duty of God. God will do that. He's bound to do that. That shows the closeness of God and the child. To feel that I am the child of God, that much God will do. He will do. Then, is not God compassionate? Yes, God will be compassionate. He will be getting more than what His duty is if He grants us purity of heart, if He grants us longing for Him, if He grants us love for everyone, if He removes our attraction to the world, if He gives us more and more attraction for Him, more devotion, more love for everyone. If He gives that, then is the God's extra compassion for me. And how will He give that? Sri Ramakrishna says, God is always holding those things in her hand. But He wants you to ask that. Just ask, Lord, please give me. And God is ready to give, and He will give it very happily. Or she will give you all with love, her mother's love. Just we need to ask, Lord, I want you. I want to see you. I want to always remember you. I don't want to forget you. This is prayer. Shankaracharya also believed in prayer, in worship, in deities, in temples. He believed in everything. It's not that he was only, he knew that people are of different quality. For some of his disciples who are very highly qualified, to them say, meditate on the Nirguna Brahman. Practice neti neti. For others, they said, go to the temple. Where were the temples? Temples were all grown, all were hidden by the grass and the woods. The worship in deities were all forgotten by the advent of other religion. Buddhism was so popular. They say 2/3 of India had become Buddhist and temple worship was gone. Shankaracharya saw this. This is not the right way. People need temple, people need symbol, people need to go and pray, to worship, and he inspired them to revive this thing. That's why the temple's name in South India, they say all other temples, even north, Kedar, Badri, all those supposed to be all rediscovered by Shankara. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rediscovered Vrindavan, the places where Krishna dwelt and danced and played, divine play. Shankara rediscovered the temples of worship where Hindus used to go. They had forgotten the real religion. Spiritual practice was forgotten. Only rituals were there, only killing and enjoying, and that was there. And then Buddha came and said, what are you doing? My countrymen, you should have compassion for the living beings. You should try to practice yourself, the self-restraint and on noble life, these things, and discard this Vedas. He said that. He thought that Vedas were teaching all the negative things that came in the society were the fault of the existing Vedas. Buddha couldn't revive the Vedas, but he said discard the Vedas and started new method of spiritual practice. Shankara says, read Vedas, it's the mind kind of spirituality, so wonderful thought developed thousands of years ago, to which nothing else can be compared. And to say that there is no Brahman, all is Shunya, that is not true. There is some positive, and he went, reached there, and he felt that Brahman is something substantial, something positive, something asti. This whole world may be neti, but ultimate reality is asti. Buddha said, that also he said it is neti. World is also impermanent, unreal, neti, ultimate reality, then what will happen? That is also neti. Shankara said, no, that is not the right way to describe the ultimate reality. He said, that is the Brahman, that is the ultimate aspiration of a human being. We need to reach there. How to reach there? He has certain way to say. So, he expressed that highest reality is, when that highest reality is conceived by the human mind, it's called Ishvara. That Brahman becomes Ishvara. Brahman who was without any quality, with neither even creating nothing, that becomes the creator and becomes God. Ishvara and God are same. Then, creation, when there is creation, there is some imperfection. To remove that imperfection, then this spiritual practice is necessary. To realize the self is, how to realize our real nature, our real self? Then we need some instrument. What is the instrument by which we realize who we are? How will you realize that our true real nature? That is called, according to Shankara, jnana. Have that knowledge. Knowledge that you are still that. You have not changed. You have not become impure. Nothing has changed you. You are that bright shining sun still in the sky. And you look only to the clouds and you feel, oh, it is dark, it's gloomy, it's sad. Not that. Just remove this cloud and you are what you are. If you don't want to remove the clouds, at least be sure that sun is shining there. If you don't see sun shining, you don't have to blow and pray for that cloud to be removed. Just be sure that sun is shining there. So, that is called jnana. Then that's when you feel that sun is there, you are fully convinced that sun is not removed. There may be cloud today, it's gloomy, but sun is there, I know. When the cloud is removed, it will shine. It is already shining. So that is called jnana. Who knows that I am not tainted, I am bright and shining. So how to have that jnana? How to know about my own self? Shankara says, there are three things necessary. What are three things? Human birth, intense longing for liberation and refuge in a great soul. Manushyatvam, mumukshutvam, mahapurusha samsara. You have to have a desire to attain something. To remove ignorance, you have to have a wish for gaining anything. If you want to pass your high school, you have to have a wish to pass your high school. Otherwise, how will you study? So if you want to realize the truth, who you are, that fearless, free, perfect being, immortal being, you have to have wish to understand myself. That is called longing for liberation. And how can that happen? It cannot happen if you are not a human being. Human being with nice human qualities, that's called manushyatva. It's not that the human body with all animalistic qualities. Manushyatva is important, then mumukshutva is also important. So I want to be liberated. I have many good qualities as a human being, but how to do this? How to realize the truth? Then you need a third factor. Third factor is mahapurusha samsraya. I need some guide. I need a university. I need some library to understand, to read the things. I need a school to read, to teachers who will teach me how to pass this high school. So that is what called Mahapurusha Samsraya. You need a teacher, some guide that will say, do this and you will be free from your delusion, ignorance, that you think you are God that. What is type of Guru? Guru is described as someone who has attained the truth, who knows that he is Brahman, who knows that he is shining sun, and is free from the three qualities said of the teacher is Shrotriyo abhrigino akamahata. He is learned in scriptures, knows the purport of scripture, what they want to say. Like Sri Ramakrishna, he might have not memorized the Gita verses, but when he says Gita means tyagi, Gita's whole gist is renunciation or detachment, that is, he is Shrotriya. He has understood everything of the Gita. He knows the soul of the Gita. That's called Shrotriya. Those who knows the purport of the scriptures. Abhrigino, who is free from sin, pure. What is sin? This greed, jealousy, this small-mindedness. These are the sins. Free from all those. Akamahatu. Free from all desires. Oh, I will have another teacher. I will have many disciples. Not that type of thing. Then how will he teach? If he has no desire, as I said, if there is no desire, he will not attain. Then how Guru will accept me to realize the truth? Gurus are such, when they have attained the truth, they work like beautiful expression given, like Vasanta Valloka Hitam Charanta. They are there and they, by their presence, the knowledge comes. They are, by their very nature, they start giving knowledge. They don't have to think, oh, now I have to impart the truth. I'll have to make people know. By their very presence. Example, like the spring season, that we are in the spring now. The spring doesn't have to say, oh, I have to go to the world and I have to now present myself so that the flowers will bloom. It's all no leaves, no green. This Canada is so cold. So I have to be there the spring doesn't have to feel anything. Just it comes and the flower blooms and the leaves come and the warmth comes and the beautiful weather comes just by its presence. Nothing it has to do with the planning that I will do this. Like that are the teachers. They just are there and by their being, then the knowledge comes. Student approach, by their very nature they start teaching them. Will they teach anyone? Will anyone approaching the teacher will realize God, realize the truth, be free from this control of this Maya? No, there are certain qualities. Shankara says, this traditional Vedanta says, there are 4 qualities of a person who will realize God. What are these? So they have to have Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Sattva Sampatti and Mumukshutta again. So they have to have Viveka. They have to have always try to discern the truth from the untruth, the beneficial from non-beneficial, the real from unreal, the valuable from non-valuable, the shaft from the kernel. To give up the shaft and hold on the kernel, try to hold on the truth. So always they will be always discriminating between the real and unreal. That type of thing. When you discriminate unreal, then only you will try to catch the real. If we knew that this world is really for 2 days, as the song, this beautiful verse that Harish Patel sang, is that Shankara says, this Brahman alone is true, this life is for 2 days. So, if we knew that this life is really temporary today, we will not be so much disturbed by happenings in the world. We really don't know. We don't feel that. We feel that we will live forever. Otherwise, why will be trouble? So, if we discern, oh, this, it goes away. This too shall pass. If we could remember that all the time, that is called discrimination. Nothing here is permanent, everything goes. Happiness comes, honor comes, praise comes, nothing permanent. You are not deluded by this. It goes. Blame comes, difficulties comes, insult comes. Oh, these are also go. So you are discerning that. You understand the temporary thing of this thing. Then the second quality is Vairagya. Vairagya is detachment, renunciation. Whatever you felt unreal, unuseful, non-beneficial, not worth holding, give that up. That is called Vairagya. Pleasures of the world, nothing needed. So you are not attached and attracted to anything of the world. That is called Vairagya. That who practices, who is not bound by anything of the world, does not find any, if this happens, only I will be happy, that is not there. If I have grandchild, if I have 2 grandchildren, I will be very happy grandfather. That thing is not there. Without having grandchildren also I am happy. If grandchildren are there also I am happy. Doesn't matter. It's not that you will be sad if you have grandchildren. You are happy, but then without them also you are happy. always you are happy, there is nothing you need to be happy that is found in the world. So that is called vairagya, renunciation, that's detachment, or it's called utter disregard for all pleasures of the world. All pleasures you don't hanker for them. It's not that you won't relish a nice food, you won't relish a beautiful flower blooming, the nice bird singing, spring you don't, it's not that. You see birds singing, you enjoy spring, warm, summer, but you enjoy winter also, you enjoy rains also, everything is for you acceptable, whatever is God has given to you. Nothing you hanker, nothing you say, all the 3 quarters of the year you are gloomy, sad, sitting inside the room, when spring comes, only then you will be happy. That is not vairagya. Vairagya is always keeping ourselves happy and not depending on external outer things for our joy, or we don't think essential that thing. All things are happy, makes us happy. The third is samadhi, sat sampatti, that is something, it's called 6 treasures. Sampatti. What treasures? It's not like ruby, not like Kohinoor and diamond, and you have